What's going on YouTube? ScarfChomp Gaming here, and today we have another ranked singles team for you, really fun to use. Focuses around Regirock, Weakness Policy, Focus Sash Pheromosa, and Competitive Articuno. Now we got a couple support mons. This team is really fun to use, and Regirock is a freaking tank. Let me tell you what, that thing has like 277 defense, the way we have it EV'd, and I can poke you paste if you guys want it, just let me know. But weakness policy, Dynamax weakness policy, and with the absurd amount of defense it has, you start KOing stuff left and right. Pheromosa is insane. It's so fast. It outspeeds Dracopult. It has triple axle, poison jab, really good, lunge, and close combat. I kind of want U-turn. There's been some situations where U-turn would be nice, but not needed. Articuno competitive can take out Landorus. If it activates its Intimidate, it's awesome. Got Rotom, usually a good lead. Heat Train for fire coverage, and then we've got Garchomp. This is a little different Garchomp than you guys have seen. It's rough skin and rocky helmet, and it's a little bulky. And then its move coverage, Rock Tomb's awesome. Does get some speed control. It's got Sword Stance, stuff like that. Fun to use. That's the team, guys. Let's get a couple battles under our belt and kind of see how they play out. It's pretty fun to use. I have a pretty good win percentage with it, and yeah, other than that, don't forget to let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Appreciate the feedback, and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Other than that, let's jump into the battles. Honestly, this is a pretty good team from our opponent here. I like a Pheromosa lead. I like Garchomp. Rotom's interesting. I don't think he's to play. Now, Regirock can check Rillaboom, and so we'll bring Regirock. I think maybe they keep Porygon at home because of Pheromosa, but I could be wrong. And keep in mind, we are Focus Sashed. Let's see what our opponent goes with here. I'm not super thrilled about Rotom, to tell you the truth. But we will close combat that thing and do as much damage as we can. Okay, so our opponent has picked. And we'll see who they go with. Alright, our opponent did choose Rotom. It's kind of like we thought. Now, we should outspeed this thing, even if it is Choice Scarfed, I think. Oh, maybe we don't. We might be just a little bit slow if it's max speed. But we go first. So close combat does about what I wanted it to. We're fine since we are Focus Sashed. They go for the Volt Switch, so straight up Volt Switch. That's good. That's going to take us down to our Focus Sash. Not surprised there. Now I could see them going into Rillaboom. Rillaboom would be a good play here, because they can just Grassy Glide. Let's see if they brought it. No Rillaboom, but they do have Cinderace, probably Sucker Punch. Yeah, the best bet here is to just hit our strongest stab move. I have no concerns bringing Regirock into this. Okay, so they're going to Dynamax, so we will get some damage off here. And honestly, I see them going for a Max Airstream, but I think the Max Knuckle is the right play. Alright, so we will move first. There's the close combat. Does good damage. We don't really care about our stats here. It does go for the Max Knuckle instead. We'll change him to the fighting type. Alright, so now Cinderace is +1. which kind of makes me not want to go into Regirock at this point. I feel like ScarfChomp might be a little bit better. We could max guard, but it really won't gain us much. So let's go for a max Wormwind here. We have Rough Skin, Rocky Helmet, but since he's Dynamax, it's not going to do anything. He doesn't really have anything that can hurt us too super bad. And we're just obviously going to go for an Outrage. And I don't think the Rotom is Scarfed. Alright, he's going for a max Airstream here, making himself the flying type, so a max Rockfall would have been great. That does a good chunk to ScarfChomp. He's going to lose some Life Orb damage here, and then here comes the max Wormwind, hopefully enough to take him out. And it is! So down goes Cinderace, a big threat. Regirock could have survived, but it's always so tough. Alright, let's see what our opponent comes back into, possibly Rotom. We are faster if it's non-scarfed. Is that Porygon? Porygon. Alright, and Porygon got the Rough Skin. We could set the, this might be our best play here. Potentially our best play was to swap out, but I don't think so. We'll increase Regirock's special defense. Alright, Porygon goes for a speed swap, which I find interesting. You know what, I might switch into Regirock here. We've got the special defense increased. I guess we could have max guarded just to see what it wanted to do. Well, pretty sure it's Ice Beam. Alright, out comes Regirock. And Porygon goes for a recover. So this is a great move for us. And I'm pretty sure a Body Press KOs. I think it should. Especially if they proc a weakness policy here. So I think we made a good play with that switch. There's the Ice Beam. I don't think this will KO us. Oh, it doesn't do anything. Okay, it's not even super effective. Why was I thinking it would be super effective? Alright, Body Press does good damage. They do get the Rough Skin on us, though. Alright, then they're going to take some Sandstorm damage. So I'm actually going to Curse here. Because, yeah, they're going to recover. That was pretty obvious. We'll drop our speed, but not concerned about that at all. I think we have one turn left to Sandstorm. So if we're going to do it, the time is now. Here comes the Body Press. I think this is enough to KO. Since we increased our defense from 277 to... Okay, so we're going to swap into Rotom here. This is just a bad play. This is just straight up a bad play. See, Rotom. So you lost your speed. Lost your speed swap. The Sandstorm does subside though, so there's that. But I think we're still okay. Unless he's going to raise a special. Oh no, he has. He'll get Clear Body here. No more Rough Skin. Trace no download. Okay. So obviously, again, we'll go for body press, and I think we can just one-shot as long as he doesn't like freeze us or something. Porygon 2 is so annoying. And our opponent will just cancel the battle. So yeah, we were going to one-shot that thing. We were going to have like 500 or 400 some defense, maybe high 300s. So very interesting team here. I really like Pheromosa, other than the Tapu. I kind of want to lead Articuno in case they lead Landorus. Pheromosa does some damage on a good chunk of Pokemon. Regirock is also pretty semi-favorable. Rotom's not bad. I mean, there's just some odd matchups here. I don't think we bring ScarfChomp. I want to lead Articuno just in case it is Landorus lead. If it's not, they bring Regieleki though, we're kind of in trouble. We'll bring Regirock and then Pheromosa. However, that leads us in a pretty bad position against Tapu, so we'll bring Rotom. And I think our opponent is really dumb if they don't bring Tapu. We're playing the square root of 13/4. Very interesting opponent here. Okay, so it is a Regieleki lead. Not ideal, considering we brought Articuno. You know what? Let's just go for Freezing Glare, because they might try and set up the light screen instead of go for the KO. I don't know, because they might think Garchomp's in the back. So let's play their mind games here. Because the obvious play is to switch to Garchomp, right? I was really hoping for Landorus. So go for an Ancient Power, which is odd. Yeah, obviously that hurt Articuno. I think we can KO. Possibly. I'm not guaranteeing it, but we are Life Orb. Yeah, see Regieleki. Perfect. Obviously we lose a little bit of HP there. Now if this is Landorus, alright, Cinderace. Nothing we can do here. Alright, he goes for a U-turn, so we will find out the last Pokemon. And that is neutral, but it is enough to kill us. That is fine. So, I believe they have to pick first. Which that'll really decide what we do here. Alright, and it is Landorus, so no need to bring in Regirock at this point. And really no need to Dynamite. Oh. Max Geyser would be huge, right? Yeah, I think we just Dynamax Rotom here. And just know that Regirock is physically strong. Physically, defensively strong, I should say. I think Cinderace still has the upper hand, but we'll see here. This thing's potentially Assault Vest. It potentially goes first. We're 130. No, we're 151 speed. Is it max speed though? Do you run a max speed Landorus? And the answer is no. And we actually just one-shot Landorus, so no Assault Vest. That's nice. And so this next play I'm going to max guard. Because I would like to scout what exactly Cinderace is going to do. Yeah, we know they're going to Dynamax, so max guard here is our best play. And this may warrant a pivot. Although we do have the rain up. I imagine they just go for a max knuckle here. So if we can just stop that, that's ideal. Okay, max flutterby. It's going to reduce our special attack, which is a good play. Alright, we do protect ourselves. Let's go for the max geyser here. It's still our best play. Now we should survive this pretty handily. The best part about this is that our opponent will not get an attack boost if they go for it again. So that's perfect. Didn't do much. Rotom's going to be around another turn, so we will successfully stall out their Dynamax. Here comes a Max Geyser. And we do a good chunk, even with the special attack drop. So now we are faster. And we haven't locked into a move yet. But I don't think we want to bring in... Yeah, so we do go first, and we do hit the Hydro Pump. As I say, I don't think we want to bring Regirock in because of that, the Max Knuckles right there. Alright, this should have no problem KOing. It actually doesn't. So we are locked at the Hydro Pump. We can potentially miss. And so we don't even need Regirock here. We play well enough with Rotom. And okay, opponent goes for the high jump kick. Yeah, that's a good play. The rain has stopped. Did they hit a max airstream? I didn't. How are they faster? Oh, unless they're choice scarfed. Okay, it's up to Regirock here. I just want to go with a move I know is going to hit. He's going to proc a weakness policy that just can't KO. It does a lot, but Regirock is a bulky boy. And he procs our weakness policy. Goodbye, Cinderace. And that should pick us up another win. Thank you, Regirock, for being an absolute unit. Okay, we got a Shell Smasher here. We need Pheromosa for that. I like Regirock. We don't really have a great answer for Swampert, do we? I guess Articuno's our answer for the Swamp Master. We'll see how this goes. A pretty interesting team from our opponent, though. That's for sure. And they're taking all their time here. So one thing that's great about Triple Axle for Pheromosa is it does break Dragonite's multi-scale. Alright, and we're staring down Swampert. Let's lower its attack. This is stab, and it'll lower his attack. Not that I guess it really matters. That thing's pretty defensive. Goes for a yawn, so I'm actually going to swap out. Easily swap out here. Pretty easy decision, and I'm fine if we lose Articuno. Goes for a Stealth Rock, so gonna take away our Focus Sash, but that's fine. We still have Pheromosa. I think I like the stab 90 versus the stab 110 that I know is going to hit. Is this a citrus berry? What do we got? What do we got going for us here? Citrus berry, yep. Alright. And Swampert goes for flip turn, which won't do much because of the attack that we lowered. And this is potentially Tyranitar. Grimmsnarl, okay. This time we will go for the Hurricane. And if it misses, right? That's just how the cookie crumbles. Alright, so Hurricane misses. I mean, that is what it is. Play Rough shouldn't KO, yeah. It doesn't. It does, however, lower our attack, which raises our special attack sharply. Part of me does want to Dynamax now. He's gonna go for Light Screen here. Has to go for Light. Goes for the Sucker Punch. Okay, nice. I don't know why he didn't lead with that. This is an interesting Grimmsnarl. I'm gonna go into Regirock here. Those pointed stones do a lot for him being this huge thing of rock. He's probably gonna go for Spirit Break to lower our attack. That's why we'll go for Curse. Oh, it has Power Whip. What is this? What is this Grimmsnarl? I've never seen this before in my life. Alright, well, we just solidified our attack here. We're 2.5. Here comes a friendly Rock Slide. Obviously going to Power Whip again. Hopefully misses. That was ridiculous. Or potentially goes for the Spirit Break. I could see it living a Rock Slide after a Spirit Break here. This is a very odd Grimmsnarl. Goes for the Power Whip again. It does hit, of course, why not? So ideally, you know, had we hit the Hurricane, yeah, so I was a little nervous about that. Had we hit the Hurricane, this thing would have been gone. Guess the Ancient Power would have been fine. This Sucker Punch won't do anything. And Ice Punch will at least take it out. And now we do have Pheromosa back. Things aren't looking great. He can go into Swampert and just take us out. The flip turn should easily be enough. I think I'll go with an Ice Punch. Body Press doesn't seem like the best move here. He has no reason to use Yawn, but he does. That to me seemed like a pretty big misplay. But I guess it doesn't matter because we don't get the KO anyway. So we should have went with Body Press. And there's the flip turn. Yeah, so you could have just done that to begin with. The good thing here is we get to see what our opponent has. My guess is Dragonite. Tyranitar. Now this changes things. This actually makes us winnable. We can actually win this match. We don't care about the Stealth Rocks. There's no point in Dynamaxing because it will make post combat weaker. So, pretty poor play by our opponent here. I don't think Tyranitar can survive this. ×4 weakness is a pretty big deal. Stab close combat. We got 180 power.
189 attack, times 4 super effectiveness. I don't think there's any way it survives. Nope. So we will take down Tyranitar, get the Beast Boost, and now our opponent's only Pokemon is Swampert. And I think that Yawn came back to haunt them. I think they potentially could have survived a, well, I guess Close Combat still is a stronger move than Triple Axle. So we'll get this Close Combat off, and Swampert's going to go down. So pretty bad Yawn plays with Swampert by our opponent, and we'll take advantage of that and pick up the win. I really don't think we should have came out with that win, but we did.
Alright guys, well there were some battles with that team there. You obviously saw the Pheromosa, the Rotom, the bulky, tanky, massive unit that is Regirock. Regirock's awesome, super fun to use. The weakness policy is great. The defense is insane, through the roof. Now, one of those last battles there with that Swampert that our opponent used, you know, it felt like we shouldn't have won that one, but really Articuno's Hurricane missed, and I think that really would have changed the tide of the battle there. Instead of the, especially after the competitive. Well, I guess we got competitive afterwards, but I think that really did change the tide of the battle there, because we could have done damage. Regirock would have KO'd instead. But it is what it is. We do pick up the win in that match anyway, so it's fine. But yeah, like I said, the team's fun. Regirock, absolute unit. Weakness policy. Body press is awesome. Ice Punch for coverage. Very fun to use. Rotom really helps this team pivot. Pheromosa is OP. It's broken. It obviously has its counters, but it's still... You definitely got to play around it. This team probably could get by without Heatran. He seemed more like a liability than anything. Garchomp's okay. It's not our ScarfChomp. It's not our signature ScarfChomp. But it is a little different one. A little bulkier. With the Rocky helmet and stuff like that. It's interesting. But yeah, that's the team, guys. Let me know what you think. Thanks for stopping by and clicking on the video. Appreciate it. Make sure you hit that subscription button if you haven't already. There will be more content to come. Obviously, we're doing about 2 battle videos a week. Thinking about a Nuzlocke. More of a rival Nuzlocke of Sword and Shield with one of my buddies. He just got a capture card and is starting his own channel, so we're thinking about doing kind of a dual Nuzlocke rival lock thing. Let me know what you guys think about that in the comments below, if that's something you want to see, if that's something you're interested in. But yeah, other than that, thanks again for checking out the video, and we'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya.